All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you and your family doing? I hope that you all are doing well. Welcome, welcome, and welcome again to Family Morning Transformation Show, morning show with yours truly, DMP Speaks. If this is your first time, welcome to my morning show for families. Let me introduce myself. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I am an empowerment speaker, a board certified Christian counselor, and a family restoration specialist, family coach. And I do these Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm bringing back Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe every family deserves transformation, transformation in their communication, their understanding of one another, having wisdom in the home, having knowledge and understanding in the home, and understanding each other, having better, like I said, communication, having better bonding, having more family togetherness, more family understanding. I believe that's what the family needs in these days and times. That's what I believe. I believe that in my heart of hearts. And I am here to help your family grow without limits. I don't believe in limits. I believe in living a full life because that's how God intended for us to live and for our families, not just to exist, but to thrive. As my pastor says, we have to be able to thrive in our areas of our life. And I want you and your family to be able to thrive. So welcome to Family Morning Transformation. We're going to go right into the topic on this morning. The topic for this morning is, and I said it, you see the topic, but I kind of switch it up really quick. Is your team searching for their truth and their identity? Is your team searching for truth, for their own truth and identity? And the answer is yes. Your team is searching for something. Let me just take a few moments here, and I need you guys to share this with someone, and I'll have some information about my program afterwards, but I want to get into this. I really started thinking about this morning as I was preparing for you all for this session. And I said, and I'm going to be honest, if I could be very honest, I didn't know what to talk about this morning. I really didn't know what to talk about, but I prayed, and then I said, something said searching. Teen searching. I'm like, what is teen searching? So I started doing a little research early this morning. I said, okay, they're searching. There are teens that are searching. Okay, but what are they searching? Well, what I came up with is that your teen is searching for their truth, for the truth, and their identity. Many teens are finding or searching out who they are, finding out who they are by the people that they hang around and they associate themselves with, right? How they look, how tall, how skinny, how I don't call fat because I'm a big guy. I don't believe in fat, but I do believe in being more healthier. So they might have lost weight, they might have lost or gained too much weight, or however it is. Their physical structure, if they're short or tall, wide, whatever. Sociability in school, that's a huge thing. Sociability on social media, Snapchat. I still have a Snapchat. Still don't really know how to use it, and I won't say. Well, yeah, I'll be honest. I care not to learn how to use it right now, but just being able to keep up with the culture of what's going on, it's important, right? That's just a nugget, just to pay attention because your kids got more apps than you know on your phone, so you got to be able to just know. But your teen, your young adult, they are searching for truth, and they're searching for their truth. They are searching for themselves, trying to figure out who am I? Who am I going to be in this world? Not what do I want to do when I grow up? I feel like that question is it's so small, it's so minute. What do you want to do? What do you want to be when you grow up? No, what is in your heart? What is your passion? So they're trying to figure out who they are. A lot of times they don't know who they are because nobody has told them who they are. Did you catch that? They don't know who they are because nobody has told them who they are. They're looking for truth. These kids don't need a fallacy. They don't need another story. They need you to tell them who they are. Even if they don't believe it, here's the kicker. Even if they don't believe it at this time, you got to instill in them who they are. Who they are. And like right now, I've been doing this and I got my phone. You see my phone. What I do now, have a blessed day. You are incredible. And I'm not doing this to be seen, but I'm giving you something that you're going to have to do because these kids are trying to find, these teens are trying to find their truth, trying to find their identity. I told my son, I said, have a blessed day. You are incredible. I'm not trying to get brownie points. I don't need to do that. I'm his dad. I'm texting him. And you know why I'm texting him? Sometimes they just need that. They just need that extra additional reassurance. I told him to have a blessed day at school because they just left out. And you are incredible. Man, okay. Well, thanks, Dad. He'll text me later. Why now? Why did I do that? Why did I do it here and show you that? Not to boast, to say I'm the best parent in the world, because I'm not. I still have work to do, but I'm sowing this seed of encouragement into him. So if he's dealing with something today, now listen to me. Hear me out clear. Pay attention to this. If my son is dealing with something difficult in school, right? It might be a subject or it could be a math problem, it could be whatever. He's going to remember, oh man, I remember Dad gave me this text this morning. Let me look at that again. Have a blessed day. You're incredible. He might not even feel or understand that at that moment, but I am pouring into him his truth. So let me say that again. I'm pouring into him. I'm reminding him, you're incredible. I'm reminding him, I'm going to say it again. I'm reminding him that he's incredible. We have to remind our teens and our young adults, no matter what you are dealing with right now, and this is all about transformation for your family, for your teen and young adult, you're incredible. You're worth so much, right? You're priceless with who you are. The more they find out and they start to believe in what you say, they'll walk in it. People used to ask me, where does all this confidence in yourself come from? And I was telling a good friend, we talked for a few hours last night, a good friend of mine. I haven't talked to her in a while, so it was good to talk to her. And I told her a lot of the confidence that I received was from my father and my Bishop Alvin Nelson, gone to be with the Lord, and different ones in my church and in my community. It was about 4 or 5 people on top of my father. The confidence, because my father always told me to look to the Lord and you can do anything that you want to do. And my father just instilled that into me and he showed that to me constantly. So I started to find my identity, not in just in him and his words, but those words carried me through, depression, carried me through a lot of anxiety that I had, a lot of low self-esteem moments, right? Many moments that I had. But if I didn't have my father there to tell me, to give me truth and to develop my identity, I wouldn't be as confident as you see in front of you today. What am I saying? Your son and or your daughter need truth. You need to tell them exactly who they are, not who you want them to so much be, but to remind them who they are. They are the child of God. And on top of that, Not only are they a child of God, there is nothing that they really cannot do and not accomplish. Because if you're not doing that, if you're not telling them, they're going to find their identity in very negative conversations, negative peer pressure groups, negative peer pressure in general, and it's going to push them to do certain things that they don't want to do. But because somebody's feeding them all of these things, feeding them a community, feeding them love, feeding them passion and compassion, right? And showing them who they think they are, but they have nothing else to go off. Well, what do you expect? We have to make sure that we are giving our children the truth about them. Even if there's something that they need to correct it, but don't kill their character. Don't kill their joy. This is my good stuff. I'm giving it to you this morning because here's the thing. I can't shortchange you on information. I told you, I know God gave me this morning. I didn't know what to talk about this morning because I have other things in my head. Your teen is searching for truth, and they need the truth from you. God has the answer, and He gave you the answer. He's instilled it into you to give to your child. There's a flow. There's a river that should be running through you with truth and their identity, telling them this is what you need to do, son. Daughter, this is what you need to do, but I'm here to help you. I want you to see it. I want you to believe it. That's what's going to make the difference. They need what you have. This is not a more of a popular kind of thought this morning, and that's fine. But it's for somebody's child. It's for somebody's parent to be bold enough to tell your child who he or she is. Because they might not know. They might be struggling in that area of identification. You got to let them know this is who you are. This is who you are. And I want to encourage you, all parents, give them the truth. Tell them exactly who they are so they'll start knowing who they are, and they'll start walking in who they are, and they'll start believing in who they are, and they'll start identifying with who they are because you told them who they are. Does that make sense? Just let that simmer for a moment. Does that make sense? I want your teen and young adult to do well, but not only me, I know you want to see your teen and young adult do well. It's so much that goes on in this world with our teens, and they come home or they're in their rooms, they're on their phones, and they're trying to find themselves. And it's a long, hard battle, right? But as long as they have you and you are communicating truth to them, you're communicating who they are in the form of their identity, no matter what comes their way, whatever information comes their way, or new study or opinion, they're going to be 10 toes down, 2 feet down, believe what you said because it's the truth. And that's who they are because it's their identity. Thank you guys so much for your time. I know I kind of went over the time, but I just wanted to give you that this morning. Listen, I have my program, which is called the Family Transformation Program. It's a 12-week plus program to change the trajectory of your life for you and your teen, young adult, or your adult child. Why don't you give yourself an opportunity to make your relationships better, to make memories that last literally for a lifetime? But if you don't have that relationship now, don't you want to work on it? Don't you want to put time in it? And I know you've been maybe estranged from your adult child, but it's never too late. I don't care what anybody says. I believe in a powerful God, and I believe that He could do powerful things. And I believe He has sent me to do a great servitude to many, many families. And I want to be one of that person, that coach, that family coach, to bring you all back together. Guys, sign up today. Don't wait. Don't to plate. Make that choice today. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna show some, give you and share some information, but I'll be showing you and I'll be with you in the morning at 8:30 a.m. sharp for another family transformation. Peace.